Hey Beacon, I believe it's time for our miracle building. I believe it's time for our home. Beacon was founded in 2019, and in just our first year, over 300 people have now called Beacon their church home. We've also served our city tremendously well, from cleaning Colfax to serving first responders during the pandemic and hand-delivering Christmas gifts to over 600 refugee children in the city of Denver. But with all this growth and all this momentum, we've reached a tipping point. Our current location at the Bluebird Theater is closed due to the pandemic. And even in normal times, we've outgrown it. And that's why I believe that the time is right now for us to believe God for a brand new home. About 4 years ago, long before we ever even planted Beacon, I started to tell Chanel about a building that I saw at 2019 Stout Street that I just believed would be our home for our new church. I've been praying for this building almost every single week since. And 2 years ago, before we launched Beacon, I started a conversation with the original owner. Needless to say, it didn't work out the way we had planned, but this year, in fact, in just the last 2 months, since I challenged our church and since God asked us to step up big financially, He's worked a few things in our favor, and the building's now under new ownership, and they want to sell the building to us for $1.5 million. That's just 15% of the actual value. What's beautiful really about this building is where it's at. It's right in the heart of downtown Denver, just 2 blocks away from our partners at the Denver Rescue Mission, and it also faces 10,000 new residents in some of the newest apartment buildings in downtown Denver. It's near light rail and public transportation, and of course, you know Denver has free parking on Sundays. With 12,000 square foot split between 2 levels with 14-foot ceilings, provides Beacon with an opportunity to do ministry 24 hours a day. A sanctuary on the first level that can seat over 600 people, and a secondary level on the bottom that has room for offices, outreach centers, children's ministry, and even a youth sanctuary. I believe that this is our new home. I believe that this building is the perfect place for the lost to be found, for the broken to be rebuilt, and for God to shine His beacon light from this city on a hill to the world. But it's not enough for me, just the pastor, to believe. So church, here's what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to pray real big over the next several weeks about how God would use you to help us buy this building. Yes, I'm asking you to consider giving in a sacrificial and mighty way. It might mean cashing in some retirement. It might mean bringing in every ounce of your babysitting money. It might mean the impossible, but I believe that when we give to something like this, God can do the incredible. So church, would you join me in believing for our miracle building? Would you join me in believing for our brand new home?